What's up guys, welcome back to another video, hope you're all doing well today. So, last night, if you was unaware, there was a bit of a special announcement for bikes, and this video is just to kind of reiterate, go through it all, and I noted down some bullet points as it went, so if there's any questions that you have at the end of this video that I didn't cover, I don't have the answers to them, because this is just what I've wrote down and what I gathered from it. But the announcement itself was we're going to have our first ever LAN MX Bikes event, which I think is really cool. It would be really great for the game to kind of be pushed in a more competitive aspect. Oh my god, I can't talk. But I just want to go through a few things and go through some of the information and how it's all going to work. So I've just got a notepad up, I've bullet pointed a few things, and I'm just going to go through them one by one. So first of all, in terms of qualifying, there's going to be 4 online qualifying rounds. They are going to be on September the 25th, October the 2nd, October the 9th, October the 16th, and all of these are going to be on pre-made JV MXGP tracks, which I believe are all Italian tracks, and you'll see why. The final event, which is going to be the LAN event after you've done those 4 qualifiers, will be held in Milan/Milano, depending on where you're in the world, you'll pronounce it differently, in Italy. That is going to be on November the 11th, and the track that that's going to be on is going to be, I believe it's more of a supercross style track. It's not been made yet, however it is being created by Stone Rider. And it's going to be the top 10 people that qualify through. Being a LAN event, like, you can't really rock up with 40 different people on 40 different PCs. I mean, you could, it would just be very expensive. So how it's going to work is, this is all part of the EICMA, which, if you are unaware, is a real life event that gets held once a year in Italy. They also have what is called Moto Live. Now, this runs from the 9th through to the 12th of November. So not only are whoever qualifies going to be rocking up and playing on the 11th, it's also going to be part of the EICMA's 80th anniversary of the Two Wheelers Expedition. So there's going to be real life events going on, either at the same time or the day before or the day after too. So really cool that we get involved, and we can hopefully show off the virtual side alongside the real stuff going on. So there might even be people watching that have never heard of MX bikes, they have no interest in gaming at all, they might stop by, see it and think, you know what, that's quite cool, and then maybe look into it themselves. So again, it's a chance for the game to expand just a little bit. In terms of like flights and hotels and stuff like that, any people from the EU that qualify through, they will be reimbursed £250 or euros or dollars, the currency will probably be confirmed at a later date, towards their flights. I myself, being from the UK, I just had a quick check online, and for example, if I flew the day before and came home the day after, both flights would come to a total of about £100. So that's if you fly in economy. If you're not a princess and you don't want first class, that's more than enough money for that. US competitors' flights will be reimbursed $750, I believe, which I'm aware isn't ideal for the Americans. I believe their flights will be a bit more expensive for that, but it being held in Europe, the people setting it up being in Europe, Barboso being Italian himself, it makes sense that it's catered slightly more towards the European guys. But I'll touch on that a little bit at the end as well, and my thoughts on that NA situation. The hotel rooms are completely covered. I believe that all 10 competitors have a hotel room each that is all paid for. In terms of how many nights that is, at this moment in time, I believe that is 2 nights, but again, could be subject to change. It is 18 plus only. Now, I've seen a lot of writing and bad comments about this, and I agree that the majority of this game, especially the top level players on this game, is on the younger side. The reason I know why 18 plus makes sense is I purely believe because there's prize money involved and you have to sign up. Well, actually, I'll talk about sign-ups later. There's prize money involved. I'm not sure on the laws or regulations around giving out prize money in competitions to essentially minors, where there's flights and hotel rooms being booked and paid for, etc. by the body. I have no clue what the rules are about that, so there is a reason for it. It's not just a case of Nico, who is the main person behind setting all this up. It's not a case of him going, you know what, I hate kids, I don't want them there. It's all to do with the EICMA as well, who are hosting it. So there's nothing that can be done about that, unfortunately. Maybe in the future it'll open up at different locations, who knows. In terms of the bikes being used, on the stream they said OEM bikes, but there was a little bit of hesitation there as well. There was a little bit of a stutter. So I either think it's not fully decided yet, and there could be factory bikes done, which I'd actually be really happy about because they're what I've been using recently, so I'm comfortable on them. Or we might be getting an OEM update in the near future. New ones for the event, no clue. So OEM bikes, most likely, I will say. Age verification. So if you're thinking of being a little bit sneaky and you're under 18 and you want to try and qualify and rock up, there will be age verification through Inner Esports. So you will have to attach photo ID and like a driving license, something along those lines, as well as probably providing your passport details for the sake of being reimbursed with flights, etc. So I don't know if there's any way around it. If you do get around it and it turns out you're underage, then you know what the consequences will be on you. I have no idea. The prize pool is to be decided. That's all I can say on that. No mention of how big or small the prize pool will be at this point. The computers / monitors and everything like that will be provided for the competitors. In my mind, I think like controllers and things like that will be brought by each individual rider, because you know someone might want PlayStation controller, someone might want Xbox, someone might want a Wii remote, someone might want a steering wheel. Everyone's completely different. So make sure if you do make it, bring a spare controller in case yours breaks. It's recommended. So in regards to like playing MX bikes and all of your settings with your lean settings, button inputs, you can back all that up on a USB stick and bring that with you and plug it into the computer. It will make everything a lot easier. Alternatively, you could go through and I guess take a picture of all of your different screens and settings to re-input into their game. It is open class, so combined 250 and 450. I don't think it's split at all. And in terms of coverage, the qualifying rounds are going to be covered by Narvo, so all 4 of them online rounds will be streamed by him. In terms of the actual in-person event, a little bit up in the air at the moment because Narvo is expecting to have his first child around the same time. Not him personally, but you know, his wife is. So to be a supportive dad, he's going to be there as well. Much more important than an MX Bikes event. And there's rumours of Reaper maybe. But as I say, it's up in the air, it's to be decided as well. So in terms of the location and the 18 plus only, the only thing I have to say on it is obviously I understand it. If there's money involved, there's probably an age limit on it. If it goes well, I could very well see it then maybe being hosted in America at a later date for a different event, which would be quite cool. That can open it up to the American boys. But in terms of age, I just don't know what can be done about that, honestly. In my mind, it's nice that it's over 18 because it makes my life a lot easier to try and qualify. Very, very biased opinion, I know. But I think it stops any awkwardness as well. Like, I'm 27, you know, I think I'm one of the older top level / competitive guys at the game. And I think if I was to rock up to an event and then suddenly be surrounded by and talking to a group of like 15-year-olds, I'd feel really awkward about it as well, and I just wouldn't know what to do. So kind of happy about it. Kind of sucks that a lot of the top competitors aren't going to be there, but we'll see how it goes, I suppose. Like, this is completely new. There's still details being ironed out, but I'm quite excited for it. Thankfully, I can do it because I go on vacation like 2 weeks before the first round of qualifying, and I get home like a week before, so thankfully I can just make it. And it's exciting stuff. I'm really happy that Nico's gone out of his way to try and set this up. Perboso is going to be there in person as well. So I mean, if you really want to let him know your thoughts on the game, you can rock up in person and say your piece as well. But yeah, but please be nice to Perboso. Please don't beat him up in person over a video game. Thank you. But yeah, that'll do it from me. I just wanted to share some thoughts there and some details. If you do have any other questions about it all, I don't have the answers yet. I do apologise. I've just told you what I know. But that's it. Nice and short and sweet, just like me. If you enjoyed, please do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, all that good stuff. Have a lovely rest of the day. I'll catch you boys next time. Peace.